among other things. Please welcome Jack Waldridge.
Thank you, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Well, I wasn't expecting to have to deal with another demon summoning story this reading, but we'll see how we go. My story is called And He Shall Appear. It was the first time in a while that any of them had thought to summon the devil. Rain pounded on the tin roof, occasionally hitting the weather vane with a ping. The cabin interior was chill, wind chewing through knotholes and swirling dust into abstract patterns. Brethren! The master paused to adjust his sheepskull headdress. Sweat trickled down his neck. We gather this day in the light of the fire's roof's leaking again. Harold got up and moved the bucket with his foot. Rainwater dribbled through the first hole. He pushed the bucket back. Why are these so hot? Gregory pulled at his black robes, then returned to opening a brown paper bag of croissants with his teeth. Andrew sat up across the table, removed his headphones, and stuck them into his pocket. Oi, stop spilling flour on that. It gets dropped back in the morning. You mean, said Gregory, finally tearing open the bag, you rented our ceremonial robes? Pastries bounced across the table. Gregory grabbed one and bit into it. Framed by the window, splattered with water droplets, a dirt path snaked down the hill and evergreen trees shook in the wind. The sky hung heavy with gray clouds swirling and disgorging rain, and the wan glow of sunlight was gone. The only light in the cabin was from a flickering electric lantern on the table. Down below, muddy water sloshed in the basement. Andrew sighed. We're on a tight budget here. And you could just undo the top. The bag's got a twist tie. Brethren! The master waved, flourishing his wrist. We must now seek guidance from the ancient demon gods of Sumeria. Wait, what? I thought we were summoning the devil. Howard looked up, still shoving the back and forth. Andrew sneered. Goes to show you, religionist. What's wrong with the devil? Devils, devils, as in more than one. Yes, as in more than one. It's more than one religion. Harold stared at the ceiling. Wouldn't it get crowded then? The window flashed, thunder clapped, and their ears rang. Brethren, please! The master sat and slammed his ceremonial goat skull hat on the table, which rocked on uneven legs. We are trying to have a serious satanic ceremony here. Well, excuse me for asking a reasonable question. Harold picked up the bucket and tried to catch each droplet as it fell. Andrew rolled his eyes and put his feet on the table. Reasonable. Ha! Ignoramuses, the lot of you. The master slammed the table with his fist. Look, you uncouth bastard. Andrew leaned back, his chair wobbling on two legs. Even your insults are from your dark elf character. I don't even play a drow. You guys screw up everything. And we screw everything too, am I right? Hey-o! Andrew and Gregory fist bumped across the table. The master slammed his forehead on the table this time. This is it. We've hit a new low point here. Some people might say summoning the devil is a pretty low point. The wind hushed, as if waiting for the ceremony to begin so it could moan its fullest. Harold bounced the bucket from one hand to the other with surprising dexterity. All right, let's try this again. The master stood up with shaking legs and rammed the goat skull cap back on his head. One of the horns fell off and rattled into the table. Damn it! Brethren, rise! I'm eating. I'm busy. Harold juggled the bucket, his eyes bulging. I'm lazy. Andrew smirked. Okay. Who wants to draw the magic circle? The master raised a stick of chalk, which he flipped onto the table. I'm eating. As we already discussed, I'm lazy. Still busy. Harold had discovered a third leak. He heaved the bucket around, sloshing water. What little of the master's face could be seen under the skull was bright red. Harold, drop the goddamn bucket, stop ducking responsibility, and draw it! Now, soldier! That's an order! Yes, sir! The bucket rattled off the wall, sprayed water, and rolled under the table. Harold grabbed the chalk, knelt down, and drew on the floorboards, tongue stuck out of the corner of his mouth. The others drew closer. The master occasionally flipped through a leather-bound book. The wind hushed again. This was it, the black magic moment. Harold sat back, tossed the chalk up, and caught it in the other hand. He grinned and waggled his eyebrows. Lightning cracked the whip, and thunder groaned. A few heartbeats later, Andrew sniggered. Harold looked at him, his brow creased, eyes wide. Andrew spoke from where he sat, cross-legged on the floor. "That's a duck, you idiot." Oh. Howard looked down, his smile fading. "It's a very good duck." The master grinned a grin that was slightly too wide. Very duck-like. Yes. You can see the feathers and everything. Thank you. Harold nodded and stroked his chin. It's perhaps a little too impressionist for my liking, but I'll give you an 8. It's a good duck. Harold cocked his head, considering the duck. However, and it pains me to point this out, we really weren't looking for a duck. Thank you very much.